We are parked, I think. Guys, the Chicken's here, back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're going to show you everything that you need to know coming into the very end of the season, late tech tree game, and all that stuff. Guys, I do appreciate it if you use that code Chicken at the shop. We got some Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals going on. By the time this video comes out, the Black Friday deals will be gone, but there's going to be some Cyber Monday stuff. These deals aren't very good aside from the safes are good. I mean, the pros are okay if you're always building them, and the extra builder for $1.39 Canadian, so like 40 cents American or wherever else you guys are in the world that don't have crazy currencies like we do here. That's not a bad buy. That's not a bad buy, so I'll probably re-up on that afterwards, but appreciate it if you throw in the code Chicken for any of these Black Friday shopping spree deals that we got going on in Boom Beach right now. So here it is. Here it is. Now, this base is not the best. The best base, I'm actually going to show you this right off the bat. No, wait, that's his attack. My base. That's still my base. This base. I would copy this base because this is the one that I had the most trouble with at 70 Rs. If you guys have 70 Rs and building health, this is the one that you want to go with, because this one is just tough. It makes you either delay or split, or it just wastes time in general. So we'll go over how to hit it in a second. End game tech tree. Here's what we want to focus on. Like we said, building health. Now, I was hoping to get to legendary tonight. Not the case. And actually, building health wasn't the push point. Building health, I was still losing in 22. Troop health was better. Troop health was what we needed. You can go Doom Cannon too. I would go Troop health, Doom Cannon, and then Critters if you've been following the path the whole time right now. The extra GB is also going to be nice. I don't know. I might go back in, but for right now, I'm pretty sure that I'm parked. So that's the base at the first one that I wanted to show you. That's the tech. Now let's go over the attack. The attack is very, very tricky. Let's just go over kind of these last three hits and break them down for you. So this base is a common one. This base I like to go 4-4 on. So 4 heavy choppers, 4 doodlers. And I find that just works really, really well. Because the problem with this base, as we can see here, there's a lot of single target kind of covering everything. Typically, this base will have two boom cannons here that are not able to be shocked in one. And then like a doom cannon back here. This layout was honestly kind of easy. He also didn't have 20 boom mines, so that was... and he didn't have shock mines, so that was a nice break for us. But otherwise, we want to go 4-4. And with the amount of gunboat energy that we have now, we can use shocks on the landing. So the landing is the hardest part of these attacks. If you get the landing down... once you get the landing down, it's just free clearing from there. You're using Second Wind, or you're using Everspark and Critters, whatever hero that you have. But make sure that the landing goes smoothly and you don't lose more than 1 heavy chopper. If you lose more than 1 heavy chopper, it's pretty well an automatic loss. So from here, you see, we're going to focus on keeping that Doom Cannon down. The Doom Cannons will ruin you if you're not careful. And all we need to do here is just keep our heavy choppers alive. That's going to keep our bombers alive. If we get to the point where our heavy choppers are dying and we're trying to resurrect and use med kits and shocks and stuff to keep the bombers alive, that's when we're going to lose. That's when we're going to start losing troops. That's when we're going to run out of GB at the end of the attack and not have enough juice left to flare. So that's when we're going to run into some problems. Other than that, we're pretty well just straight free clearing. So you see at this point here, we've got a pretty good amount of troops left on the left, pretty good amount left on the right. And we're just simply walking through the base, shocking maybe some shock launchers, medkitting the bombers if they are in range of rocket launchers. And what I like to do is right there, I'll use the extra GB that we have on second winds and clearing mines, because that's the only thing that's going to kill your bombers with the heavy choppers, and the heavy's still up, is the mines. As long as we can get those out of the way, still have enough GB for second winds and for flares, then, everything's taken care of. So that's how we do that base. Let's go on this guy next. So this was the same base, but this one was a little bit tougher. You see here, he's got the 2 boom cannons. So let's really go over the drops. So we've got 4 heavy choppers coming in hot. And you see right here, we're shocking there. So shocking the boom cannon, The mortar, with the troop health after 70 hours, they'll actually survive one shell. So it's not going to instantly melt them, but it's nice to not have to deal with it too. So we can shock there. You see, we instantly smoke the grappler. So the benefit there, when we have a grappler that's close to the shore or close to the ramp, it's going to pull heavies. And for the cost of like 2 or 3 smokes, it doesn't even do anything, right? Like, by the time we get up here and clear all this stuff out, we're going to have all 3 heavies or maybe even a bomber that it's grabbed, and we're going to be able to keep them totally alive. So for like 6 or 7 or 8 GBE, that's totally worth it. Now, if we go over and look at this side, we're doing the same thing. We're just simply free clearing. We're just throwing them down. We're not flaring off the ramp. We don't need to do that. We're going to re-smoke that grappler, I think. Maybe it might take me a second to notice. Yeah, okay, we're going to re-smoke the grappler. And then we're just simply free clearing. So then what I did here was I threw Kavan down in the middle because we didn't lose a lot of troops. We had a really clean landing. And he also had his Doom Cannon at the back. And I think he only had one of them, unless I forget where it was at the start. So then we just throw Kavan down. Now, the mistake I made there, obviously, was using the second wind way too early. I'm used to just spamming it on the landing because we're losing a lot of troops. But this landing, like I said, was super clean. So we didn't need to do that. And then from there, we're just simply free clearing, getting rid of any mines that are in the way. And then as soon as that engine goes down, we're flaring into the middle because we had so many troops here on the right that it went down pretty quickly as well. Now we get on to the boss fight. And look at this, guys. We won by 1 second. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And we only got 6 stars for it, too. Man. Luck was not on our side tonight. So this is the base that's probably the most common. And it's also the easiest to hit. So let's go over this real quick. Or sorry, no, I totally thought this was a different base. The other base that's like this, that is like basically just everything's kind of pushed up more into the middle. It's just a 3-5 drop, barred out the sky shield, and away you go. This one is tricky. This one I don't like because what happens is all your troops end up like over here, and then you have to flare back up to the top. So I like the 4-4 on this one too. Because it allows us to really get down deep on that side without having to drop in the bottom ramp. Dropping the bottom ramp is risky because if you're going to do that, then you kind of have to split hit up at the top and the bottom. And it just becomes really tricky to kind of manage your gunboat energy at that point to keep everybody alive on the 2 sides. So fairly easy drop here, nothing really in the way. No Doom Cannons, there's a couple mortars. So we opted to take out the Sky Shield. Also, quick tip for the Sky Shield, 2 barrage. 3 artillery is what we want to be using when we have them both at max level. Shout out to Mr. Falcor for the tip on the live stream. And yeah, so I threw Kavan down on the right side because I was hoping that that would kind of delay my troops a little bit and curve them up on the right. It kind of worked, it kind of didn't, I don't know. I'd still rather put them there than put them down on the bottom. So yeah, that's the landing. And then once we get through here, let's not go 4 speed, that's a bit too fast. Let's go 2 speed. Then we're just simply free clearing. But you see what I mean on this base? Like, your troops just naturally go down to the side. So, I mean, if you're not going to delay drop, which we definitely could have done. We could have gone, like, 2-3 and then 1-2 on the right, maybe. But, yeah, so we did this, and I cleared out some of the mines with barrage. And then you see here, we've split into essentially 2 different squads at this point. So all I'm thinking of right now is these are the guys that are going to win the battle for me. These ones are going to take way too long to get up there. So all I need them to do is clear that engine, and then I'm just making the path easier for these guys, right? So let's go into 1 speed over here. Let's go like that. So again, all I care about are the guys on the right at the top. Don't care about the guys at the bottom. I know they're not going to get into the attack by the time that we need them to anyway. So we're going to shock there. And then we're going to throw, I think we throw all of our extra GB onto that engine room. And this one was tight, man. This one was tight. This was a very close boss fight, but I'm thinking this is going to be safe for the top 500 because at this point we are we're much further along now. I mean, it depends. I don't know. You can never really be certain 100% of warships, but we're a global 171. I don't really see the leaderboard moving that quickly to pass us up, especially without China in the mix on the last day. Typically, there's a lot of Chinese stuff that goes around on the leaderboards in the last few days, but we don't have that this season. We don't have that. So I'm thinking that we're safe, and those are the best tips that I can give you guys to end the season. We might dive back in tomorrow. I don't know just yet, but yeah. That's it. That's all for right now, guys. If you enjoy the videos, if you like Warships, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Appreciate if you use the code Chick in the shop for all of the Black Friday stuff and Cyber Monday. I posted all the deals on the community tab on the channel. I forget what the Cyber Monday ones are. I think they're better than the Black Friday ones, so take a look at that if you're interested. But yeah, that's it. That's all. Thank you, guys. We'll catch you the next one. Chicken out. Back. Where's my mouse?